Hello? Hello. Let's see. There we go. Turn this down. All right.
Hello,
Hi,
hello.
my name is Tyler Beeson, and welcome back to the station for another episode of Cruising the Planet. Today, we're joined by Shay and Randon.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
And so happy to have you here with us today. Today we'll be talking about New Year, New Me. What kind of culture is that? Why people make resolutions, why people can't keep them. We'll also be taking a break and play some tongue twisters. And then later we'll ponder the great question of the week. What was your favorite gift this year? But let's start off. Just catch up. How have y'all been?
Good. Good. Just
Exhausted.
yeah.
I feel
Always exhausted though.
It was a long trip. It was a great break, but I was traveling.
I was traveling the whole time.
See,
Had one day of rest.
I could have slept the entire time from when we left Friday to when I woke up to go to work on Monday, like
Yeah.
that week, and I still would have been tired. So
It's like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes you get a little bit too much sleep too. That happens to me.
Oh
No,
yeah, definitely.
I mean, I can get like 4 hours of sleep, or I can get 10 hours of sleep. It's the same thing.
It all
Really.
depends. I try and wake up a little bit earlier and try and go to sleep at like midnight, but sometimes on those days where I don't have anything to do the next day, I'll stay up till like 3.
Oh yeah, me too.
And
Yep.
and especially when like my cat decides he wants to be with me in the mornings. He'll just like lay next to me and be like, "You aren't moving."
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't move.
That's how it be.
That is how it be. You don't argue with the cat.
You're in the cat's world. The cat is not in your world.
It's-
You're in the cat's world.
It's not my house, it's its house.
Yep.
Yep. But it was a good break. I went to Mississippi. I went to a friend's place, and then I got to relax for a day. I thought it was pretty
Nice.
good. Um,
Nice. Have y'all ever been to Arkansas before?
Briefly.
Have you,
Briefly.
Shay?
Mm-mm.
Arkansas is really pretty, especially like northern Arkansas. That's where I went with me and my girlfriend's family. Wow,
Wow.
it's beautiful. It snowed like the last day that we were there. It is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. So like, there's a lot of mountains and hills, trees all over the place. It's beautiful.
I'm assuming it was cold.
Freezing. It hit -4.
It was super cold this winter break.
Oh yeah,
Oh
I
my
loved
gosh.
it. I love the cold. So I was in heaven.
I was trapped inside most of my time in Mississippi, which is when most of that
Mm,
cold was happening.
yeah.
But it was. Like I said, I enjoyed it. Spent time with family I don't normally get to see.
Always good.
Jay, You-
So,
what'd you do your Christmas break?
I stayed in Stephenville most of the time. I went home
Nice.
to Marlin to visit family for like a day, and then I came back. Like it was some 1 day trip. Like I drove down there,
Mm.
hung out with them, came back.
All right.
That's good. It's good always see your family a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not really big on like, oh, it's a
Visiting.
break from school and work. I'm gonna go spend
Mm-hmm.
majority of it
I
dealing with people.
can
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, this is my break. I'm gonna do what I
It's
want
my
to do.
It's my time. I
Yeah.
get it. I can understand.
Totally okay.
Yeah.
I definitely understand that too. I
After-
like being by myself after getting used to living by myself.
After spending all that time with my family, I was definitely very excited to be back at my house with my cat in my bed. It
Yeah,
was
it's
so nice.
Not really spending time by yourself. It's like being on other people's like schedule. It's like I'll go visit, like say you visit family,
Yeah.
and then like, oh yeah, we're gonna go to this place. Everyone's gonna go, and then you're like, well, what if you don't want to go to that one place or that specific restaurant or do that one thing or participate in that one activity? It's like it can get annoying really quick.
I almost just dropped the hammer at my parents' house and be like, I'm going to Dallas, and y'all can come with me or not. But
Hmm.
then they were like, nah, we ain't gonna go. And I was like, ah, dang.
That's what I love
And then I
about
stayed.
having a car like on my own. I can go to whatever function, whatever group, and I can leave anytime I want.
Mhm.
Freedom is pretty awesome. the ability. But
Oh yeah.
speaking of renewed freedom, or not, uh, New Year, New Me. That's our topic for today.
Freedom, yeah.
Hey, sometimes you maybe your New Year's resolution is I wish to be more free.
Hey,
But how do you get that? Why
you
didn't
grind.
you have it before? These are all
That's,
questions you need to look at whenever you're trying to be successful with your New Year, New Me resolution.
That's a very. If I had to put money on it, I would say that goal of being more free, would fail.
Because it's so broad and
Yeah,
open.
it's not like constructed. There's no way to measure it. There's no way to
There's
like
no plan.
evaluate. Like, hey, am I on the right track to achieve this goal? It's like define free. Like, what does free mean to you? Does it mean having your own car so you can
Yeah.
get up and go? Well,
Being able to buy your own thing.
then it's
buy
not
your own
really.
things.
The goal is to not really be free. The goal is to save up to get a car. So now it's not a free goal. It's a financial goal, you know?
Yeah.
That's why a lot of them fail.
Interesting.
I think a lot of freedom does come with money, but that's not necessarily
Yeah.
our point today.
For all the listeners, money does buy happiness.
It can.
It can.
100%.
No, Tyler, no debate.
It
But
doesn't
there's a
buy
difference
happiness,
between-
it buys things that can help
Yeah,
you
money
be
buys.
happier.
Money gives you freedom to find happiness.
But
It is a lot easier to find happiness with
Yeah.
money.
being happy is different
It
than
doesn't
being
buy you
wealthy.
happiness though.
Yeah, well, it's like
Wealthy is. I would say I'm wealthy right now. I don't have money. I'm a college kid, but the way my life is going right now, I have family. I have a girlfriend. I'm in college. I make
Yeah.
music. I'm having a
Yeah.
great time. I'm wealthy right now. Like
well,
that's
it's like
That's fine.
it's a good.
if I were to say, "Oh, I need $1 million
Not
and I'll be
successful.
happy," that's not like that's where people I think get misguided. It's like, oh, like
you have
if
to
I
deal
get
with all your problems.
yeah, it's not
Money's
like
not just
yeah,
gonna
it's not like
make
you're
you
gonna
go
have
away.
money, you're gonna be happy.
Money
it's
also
more of-
spawns problems too.
Yeah, like it
This is
can
true.
create problems, but it's
A
more
lot
of
of
like
problems.
if traveling to other places to make me happy, well, guess what? You gotta have money to travel. If painting makes you happy, you gotta have money to
Gotta
buy
buy
paint.
paint.
You gotta
Yeah,
have
well,
money to like.
There is the option to hitchhike. Let's start with that.
There's the option of
If
begging.
you don't have money to travel, you can really just take a backpack with as much money as you do have.
I don't.
Stick your
Yeah,
thumb up
but
in the
I
air
I
had-
and be
don't
like,
think
hey, need a
hitchhiking is like.
it's not recommended.
My grandpa's brother
but
got
you can
killed
do
by a
it. People used
hitchhiker.
to
That's
do it
not
all
the
the time.
move.
Yeah, I don't even think hitchhiking is like.
People
Uber
do-
maybe. Like
Hitchhiking
I
is very
don't think I've
sketchy.
ever seen a hitchhiker in my whole
I've
life.
never seen one.
I
either.
don't know. You see people on the side of the road walking. You think
Yeah,
that
but
they're
that's not a
hitchhikers?
hitchhiker.
Could just be walking down to the
Yeah.
store.
I used to have to walk
Or
to
they're
work.
just walking from one town to the next.
Yeah,
And they don't
that
want to. They
too.
don't want to ride. Gas is a lot of money.
Yeah.
Missed
Would
two.
you
they wa-
hitchhike, Tyler? I wouldn't.
I probably wouldn't hitchhike. I'm afraid of consequences.
Did you hear what I said a second ago about my grandpa's brother?
No, what'd you say?
My grandpa's brother died by a hitchhiker. Got shot
Like
right in the dome.
And
Try to
that's-
pick up a
that's why
hitchhiker?
I'm
He was
worried.
being nice to pick up a hitchhiker, and the hitchhiker
You do
See?
take
has
you-
has a mental illness and killed him.
there
As soon as
is
he
a-
got in the car and took
See?
all of his money.
there is a risk to it,
so like
to picking up hitchhikers.
having a
and
gaming PC right now would make me very happy. But I need money to buy that, you know?
Yep.
You're not wrong.
It's like you have to know what makes you happy.
But
and
you're
it
happy
can't be having money.
because you have a Xbox. So it's like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's
But
different, but it's still
will
like,
will that make you happy in the end?
Yeah. That's like if I'm gonna not be happy and be sad, I'd rather be sad in like a BMW than a 2000 Chevy Malibu with like 300,000 miles on it, you know?
Okay, I can respect that.
I've learned to
enthusiasm.
just be happy with what I have. That's also very hard.
Yeah. So
it's
it's
like
I'm
you
with
want a
your
lot.
line of thought.
Yeah, it's like
Brandon.
for
I
you,
would
like,
rather,
you're
like-
not like rich, like money.
Oh,
like
I
you don't
don't
have
have any money.
hundreds of thousands or like I don't know what your financial situation is,
Few
but
thousand.
job-
That's
You
about
have-
it.
this
the
job's my
money-
financial situation.
you have the money that you need now to like give you the freedom to have things that make you happy, right? Like you
Yeah.
have like
I have
a
I have my
laptop.
apartment.
Yeah,
I
you have an apartment.
laptop.
Okay.
you have a laptop to make.
All right.
music.
We're kind of getting off topic just a little
Are
bit.
we?
So to continue on the topic we are on, but get back to the topic we were on. Let's go with let's make a like a
If you want to be happy in the
metaphysical-
new year,
plan for New Year's resolution. Let's pretend like our New Year's resolution is I want to make more money. How's that, Shay?
I want to be more money and I want to be more happy.
So
Say
the two are different things.
let me pull this up.
That
real
is
quick.
true. So is it just one, or can you only have one New Year's resolution, or
You
can
can
Well, we
have
can do
as
both.
many as you want.
We can do
So,
both.
What I used to
But-
teach my residents when I was in RL was you have to set up what's called a SMART goal, which I have it. I sent it
Oh.
on Slack. A SMART goal is a specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound goal. So those are like the 5 things
Oh,
that
let's see if I can pull this up.
should be included in the goal for it to be able to have the most success. Because what was it that we said earlier? Freedom. Like my New Year's resolution might be to be more free. Well, you have to be more specific than that. Like, what does freedom mean to you? So being specific would be setting real numbers with real deadlines. So I guess the numbers doesn't really pertain to freedom. But if you to be more specific, say, oh, well, I don't have a car right now. I want to have a car because a car will give me more freedom.
Okay, so what about this? I have an example.
Mhm.
I want mine to be, I need to work out. I want to work out. I want to get in shape. That's like my New Year's resolution. Now, how would I, what do you mean, like numbers?
So that would be more of a measurable thing. So specific would be if someone says, my New Year's resolution is to be more healthy. Well, what does that mean to you? Like
Eating better and working
quitting
out.
smoking and drinking, working out more, eating healthy.
Yeah.
So yours would be specifically
Eating, healthy,
working
and
out
working
more and eating more. So measurable would be you got to set a number of
Set a
like,
day,
do you
set
want to
days a
go
week.
2 days a week? You want to go 3 days a week? And then an important thing with that is are realistic. So the most notorious like New Year's resolution is, I think it's the number 1. Let me look at the list I sent.
Yeah, I think it's to work out and
Let's
get
see.
healthy.
Work out more.
Yeah,
be
losing weight,
healthy.
eating healthy, exercising more is number 1, 2, and 3.
Makes
Saving
sense.
monies for getting organized, quitting smoking or drinking, reducing stress, finding a new job. These are all like the top like New Year's resolutions. So for yours, you got to be realistic because a lot of people say like December 31st, nothing, haven't worked out in years, months, whatever. They say, oh, January 1st, I'm going to start going to the gym. I'm going to go 7 days a week. And it's like, well, that's not realistic.
New year, new me.
Yeah, it's like they cut out, like they go eating fast food, junk food, fried food.
Yeah, they start doing something too much too quickly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like instead of if they don't go to the gym often, they should start off small, like 3 times a week.
Yeah. Like 3 times a week is like a good,
Medium.
a good start.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, a lot of people, they like over push it.
Yeah.
And it's
I
not a
started
realistic
working-
goal.
Whenever I first started working out, I would try to go like 5 to 6 times a week, and it was really hard.
Yeah. And that makes it hard to keep that goal
Yeah,
because,
and I haven't worked out
Body
in
hurts.
3
yeah,
months.
you get like overwhelmed and you're like, well, I can't do this. Or
Yeah.
it's like the
Too
same
tough.
thing with eating healthy.
Mhm.
It's like you can't go from drinking sodas and coffee and all that stuff and saying, oh, January 1st, I'm going to only drink water. You're probably not going to do it,
It's gonna be tough. Your body's
Yeah.
gonna have adverse reactions.
Yeah, you actually will go through like caffeine withdrawals and like sugar withdrawals and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like important to be realistic and be measurable. So a measurable, realistic goal for, I don't know, drinking water would be I am going to make myself drink at least 3 glasses of water a day to start off. And maybe,
A liter of water a day.
yeah, like a liter of water. Like they have the bottles that you can buy where it's like the
Yeah.
little lines and you
There's
can
even
measure it.
my little sister had this for a while. It was an app where you would
Mhm.
track how much water you drank by and it had like a cactus on it. So anytime
See
you
those
drank
people-
water, you would water the plant
No,
on your phone.
It's funny.
It
Yeah.
was it was
I've seen
adorable.
those people
and her
with
plant died.
gallons of water, like a gallon of milk filled with water.
Yeah.
Just drinking a whole gallon throughout
People
the
can
day.
do that. It scares me sometimes.
I
a
used to
lot
do
of
it when I was
water.
like a freshman, sophomore. I used to drink a lot of water.
Well, band kids, it's a thing.
Yeah, that was like definitely a time when I was more active and
Dude, a nice cold water is
Needed.
my favorite drink.
yeah.
Dude, it's pretty awesome.
Nice cold water.
I typically only drink 2 drinks, and that's root beer or water.
Yep.
If I'm cheap, it's water.
Yep.
And that's how it is.
Yep.
Normally I'm
See, like I want to make the transition to water, and I started this like in December, so it doesn't really count as a New Year's resolution. But I've been, besides like the sodas that we have here, which I got one today at McDonald's and stuff, but that like the number that of sodas that I've drank have gone down like
Nice.
from I don't know like multiple a day to once a week or two, and
Dude.
so I make a lot of tea now at home.
It's a hard stop trying to stop drinking so much soda because I used to drink it 2 Cokes a day,
Yeah.
3 Cokes
That's
a day.
why I-
Actually, it's a caffeinated soda.
That's why I'm trying to switch to like tea, because I feel like that's a little bit better of alternative.
I
Do-
guess.
do
but
like
it's
half
still
and half
caffeine
tea.
though. It's still caffeine though.
Yeah,
It's more of the sugar.
it's more the sugar and
And
calories.
I like the caffeine. It
Yeah.
wakes me up a bit. But it's definitely more of the sugar. 'Cause you know how much sugar they put in like a Coke?
It's like
Yeah.
40
Insane.
grams of sugar.
It's like half the can sugar.
I used to for a little bit, I would drink a can of Dr. Pepper to wake myself up. Like I just needed that little bit of caffeine shot to
Yeah.
work on my homework.
Hmm
Yeah, I mean, in
You work on your homework in the morning,
No.
Hmm.
The afternoon.
just like before school.
no,
Or
No,
like
I
you
had-
drink a Dr Pepper before school.
no. It was I went to work in the mornings
Oh, work.
And
I
then
thought you said school.
after I got off work.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
was tired. And so
I gotcha.
glug glug
Yep.
work.
For sure.
But yeah, when I had mentioned doing this for the topic, like my main thing is with New Year's resolution people is they go from like they make it one day of a difference in their life. It's going to keep being consistent, like going from December 31st to January. Is it December 31st? The last day in December to January 1st. They want to make such a drastic change in their behavior, and it's so
Can't
hard.
do that.
Yeah, it's so hard to do it, and they try to do it, and then it never works. But there is some reason why they do it, and it's just I have some. So
Well, they want to change their life. They know
Yeah,
they
and-
accept that there's an issue and
I don't discredit no one. Like I fully support.
yeah,
Anyone-
you want them
yeah.
it to work out, but it statistically
It gets annoying though, like when they make it their whole personality. Like,
no.
oh, I'm cutting all the fake people out of my life, and don't text me, don't talk to me no more.
And then they talk to Natasha there next
Yeah,
day.
if you're not about your money, I don't want nothing to do with you. I'm like, come on now, like really? And then what happens the next week? Talking to the same people, doing the same thing.
Yep.
You know, wasting the time on the same stuff. And it's like I support people, but I also, if it's their whole personality to wait until a specific day of the year, like the New Year, then I kind of have a little bit of I support you, but I'm also
Yeah,
have an
it's hard to
understanding
support
that
people that
yeah.
are very obviously going back on what they said.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing of New Year's resolutions is everyone, like, it's like a new person. Like, oh, I'm gonna do this and that differently, and then 2 days later, next week,
Well, who knows?
They're-
Maybe they are taking the slow approach to it, like you're saying, but they're
Yeah.
only cutting off one person a month.
well, they don't say that though. Like,
You think they're gonna say that? Like, yeah, I'm gonna just start peeling away at my friends, and it's a battle royale.
well, yeah,
Only
they
the best ones are gonna
they
make it.
could.
Hunger
I mean,
Games
only-
style.
yeah.
it's not that hard, but like, say for fast food, for example, or like food, carbs, like
Battle
bread
Royale
and
food?
stuff like that. I've seen people say, "Oh, I don't eat that stuff no more," and I'm like, "At all? No, I cut it off. I'm trying to watch my weight and watch what I eat." Like, it's not hard to say, "Oh no, reached my limit, or oh no, I'm fine, I'm trying to cut back. It's like, say if you're trying to cut back, say you're cutting back. So that way,
So
like, we're
you're more
on the
worried
same
about the
page.
logistics of their vernacular than their meaning.
Yeah, because that's the part that gets annoying is like, oh, I'm cutting everyone off. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I'm going to put my emotional energy and like my emotional thoughts towards you and support you in that goal. But then next week, you see that they're talking to the same exact people that they swore they were going to cut off. And it's like they didn't mention that they were going to slowly start doing it, or they're going to reevaluate who they hang out with. It's strictly and very obvious when they say it, I'm cutting everyone off that's fake, or everyone that I don't F with no more. And it's like, cool, good for you. But then I can't really keep supporting you over and over again if you're going to say that on January 1st, and then January 3rd, call me up and say, yeah, me and what's her name got into a fight again. And I'm like, well, I thought you stopped talking to her.
Shay, do
the
you have
part.
experience with this?
She's
Yes, a lot.
Really?
Yes.
cutting off everyone except this one person.
Well, I don't have experience
This
with
one
cutting
toxic
people
person.
off. Because I'm not going to wait until January 1st. Like, you cross me the wrong way,
Yeah.
it's instant. I'm like, okay, okay,
See, I just
see you.
don't make
This
friends
is-
with those people in the first place.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm always quiet when, like, I first meet people. I'm so quiet.
You gotta
It's because I'm, like,
test them.
building up your little profile inside my mind. of,
Exactly.
can I trust you? How much do I share with you? How much do I open myself up to you?
Do I really want to be this person's friend?
Right. Yeah.
I can respect that.
Like, yeah, when I look at Tyler, I'm like, ugh, I don't want to be his friend. I'm just kidding, Tyler.
You're lucky we work together.
Yeah. But what's your New Year's resolution, Tyler, if you have one? You have to have one.
I don't
Everyone has
necessarily
one.
have a New Year's resolution. I just have the same goal I did before that I just want to keep working on, be
Which
better than I
is?
was the year prior.
I like that.
Draw. I haven't drawn the past couple of days, which is bad on me.
Come on.
See?
Well, I got back.
Hey,
and
just
I was,
make up for it by
already-
typing in a few
I
words.
know,
to
I
AI
know,
art.
I know. You're right, Shay. You're right,
No, I'm
Randon.
just kidding.
But I got back from driving, and I was just like, I was so tired.
Yep,
Uh,
understood.
I got home, and I was like, I don't want to do something like this. I just want to sit at my computer,
Oh, yeah.
and play video games. And so I did that for a couple of days.
It's
and I'm probably
literally
gonna
what I
try.
did, too.
It's tough. Tis tough. I haven't played. I looked at my Steam. That's the Steam thing that they sent out. What is it? Steam review. Like, look at all
Mhm.
the things that you played this year.
I
Steam
wish I
Rewind.
knew that, but I don't get on Steam.
Okay,
'Cause
so
I
they
have
did a
an
thing
Xbox.
at the end of the year, and it was like, look at all. It was
It's
like
kind
a
of like
s-
Spotify Wrapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, it was like, look at all the statistics and stuff that you did this
Yeah,
year.
Bungie did that too with
And
Destiny.
I had a high in like August. It was like I had played all these different games.
Yeah.
That was when Elden Ring came out, by the way.
Oh,
And then it was just like half that with a couple games, and then less than half. And
Mhm.
then November had nothing.
you didn't play
No
anything?
games in November.
You didn't play anything in
Nothing.
November?
That's how I do. Like, I'll play games for a month or two, like, very consistently, 5, 6, 7 hours a day playing games.
Yeah.
And then I'll shut my Xbox off, not knowing that I'm not going to turn it back on for 5 more months.
That's how it is. That is exactly how it is.
Me over here every night.
Well, I'm
Every
trying to
day.
get a little
If
bit
you can
better
make
the
your
last
life
4
work
years.
with it, then you can do that.
because I eventually want to start, like, streaming and stuff. So I'm trying to get myself to where I play a little bit more every night.
Can you bring the hype? Can you?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to work on. I'm trying to get myself, like,
It's not just you. It also
Well-
has to be the people that you're playing with.
yeah, like, I'm trying to get myself to a skill level to where I can, like, reach out to people and say, hey, I play this game. I want to start playing with groups and, you
just
know,
reach out
live
to a
streaming.
Russian Badger.
and they're not going to
Russian
do that
Badger
if you're,
with
like,
his
trash, you know? Like, no one wants to play with the trash person.
You're trash, kid.
Well,
Which-
you don't have to be a good player.
Not a
Actually,
good
Like,
player.
you don't
You
know
have to
who
be-
Vanoss Gaming is?
it's entertainment.
so, yeah.
It's entertainment.
Do you know who Vanoss is?
Yes.
He's a famous YouTuber with like over 10
Hey,
million subscribers.
Vsauce here.
Vsauce, yeah.
Is
With
that-
Vanoss, he's like mid. He's not even that good at games. He's just famous because him and his friends are funny.
Yeah, that's my
They're all
point.
just
well, like, my
hilarious.
thing is I need to get to a certain level to where I can reach out and make those friends, and then I can not focus so much on my skill level, just focus on the entertainment part. Because I can, like, entertain and commentary the heck out of a video game. Like,
Oh yeah.
I think I'm pretty, like, I can bring that component, but right now I don't have no one to really play with,
Mm-hmm.
so. But-
Start doing some single player games until
Yeah, PewDiePie started with horror
Kinda
games.
Dashi, Diano Dashi or Corey Kenshin
Mm-mm.
Dashi games. Oh, they both they're hilarious. They just play by themselves. They play like Resident Evil.
Isn't that how the Game Grumps work?
I don't know. I've
They
never
play
heard of-
games and they just like comment on things that are happening
Hmm.
in the game.
It's like a walkthrough kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he just if it's a scary game, he'll like go through it blind and like get scared. It's so funny.
Yeah, I can probably see myself doing that.
There
But
you
my
go.
main game that I play right now is Dead by Daylight, and it's hard to do that with solo queue because it's like a very team-based game. But
Is
there's
there
no,
ranked in that game?
Huh?
Is there ranked in that game?
yeah, like there's a
No
ranking
way.
system, and oddly enough, like the amount of skill, like you don't have to be that good, but what makes or break the game is communication with teammates, and there's no internal communication. So like.
Oh, there's no game chat.
No, there's no game chat
What?
because then you would be able to cheat, or like it wouldn't be balanced between the killer and the survivors because
Well, then you have to put the killer in his own game chat, where you can't talk to anyone.
well no, like that would
They should have proximity chat.
Ooh, a proximity
Well,
chat.
it will be hard to do that. I don't think they're gonna get to that point, but the thing is that if you play with friends that you know, you can get in a Discord chat or like a party and go into the same game,
Yeah.
and when you like queue into a game, you can all talk to each other.
Just surf the forums.
But if it's like a solo queue, then you don't have any communication with the other three players, so it's hard. So they actually are releasing an update to where you can at least see what they're doing. Like on the gameplay screen, it has like their little face, their icon,
Mhm.
and it'll show them. It'll show you what everyone else is doing. So if they're working on the
Nice.
generator, they'll have a little icon of a generator. If they're being
That's good.
carried by the killer, they show a little icon. If they're being
Yeah.
hooked, they'll show a little hook. So that way you can at least know what everyone else is doing,
Mhm.
Interesting.
and that way, like after each game, you can chat with them.
Yeah.
It's a lot of trash talking.
Yep.
sometimes,
That's how
but-
every game is now.
Yeah,
Trash talk.
but I'm trying to get the battle pass. It was supposed to have already been like a new one. I told myself I was gonna start the new battle pass, so that way I can keep up with playing more
Mm-hmm.
because I have like motivation to
Yeah.
play every day, but they extended it by like 4 or 5 days.
Oh damn.
So now I have to wait again, which I'm kind of annoyed because had I known they were going to do that, I would have bought this one that I'm on because you get like skins and
You get all the
points and all
premium
that stuff if you like level up so much. And there's a top row and there's a bottom row.
Yeah,
If you buy
we
the
know how
battle pass,
that
you get
works.
the cool stuff.
Yeah, it's same thing in Destiny and
Yeah.
all those other games.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't know I was going to have that extra time to like level up so much because I'm on like 50 out of 80. I could have easily gotten to like 70, and that would have been worth it getting the battle pass if I known I was going to have those extra days. So
All right. Well, it's just about that time. We're gonna segue into our midstream game.
All right.
Y'all ready for some tongue twisters?
Let's do it. I'm gonna
I've
win.
never played this before, so
Oh
Oh, you weren't with
yeah.
us last time?
I was kicked out that time.
You're
Oh, I'm so sorry. We'll start with one since it's the closest.
Are we all
to
doing
ours.
it? Are they all
Do
the
we all have
same?
the same one?
I think we do. I didn't ask Lance.
Can we look right now?
Here. Shay, we'll let Shay go first since he hasn't
Oh
done it
my God.
before.
Okay.
You ready? You need to do some vocal exercises, some toy boat.
Ready? 3.
Hold on.
How fast is fast?
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
Okay. Do I just start going?
Yeah.
Chop, shop, sock, hop. Chop, shop, sock. See, I already messed up. Chop, shop, sock, hop. Chop, shop, sock, hop. Chop, shop, sock, hop. Is that like a
Too
good
slow.
speed?
I think too slow.
What?
You gotta go. You gotta go as fast as
four.
fast as possible. Shay,
Chop,
as
shop,
fast.
sock, hop.
Red.
Okay, ready? Chop, shop, sock, hop. Chop, shop, sock, hop. Chop, shop, sock, hop.
I think you said shock on that last
Did
one.
I? Chop, shop, sock, hop. Chop, shop, sock, hop. Chop, shop, sock, hop. There we
Okay.
go.
Okay. Chop, shop, sock, hop. Chop, shop, sock, hop. Chop, shop, sock, hop. Chop,
Uh-huh.
shop, sock, hop. Chop, shop,
That's
sock, hop.
hard.
Blah 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 blah
That's
blah.
hard.
Yeah. That one's
Do it again, Shay. Do it again. You
Huh?
want it? Do it
Yeah.
again.
do it again.
Uh-huh.
Chop, shop, sock, hop. Chop, shop, sock, hop. Chop, shop, sock, hop.
Okay.
What?
Okay, we're close.
Chop, shop, sock, hop.
Oh, we have to go faster.
Who said
Faster.
that?
All right.
Who said
Chop,
we have
stop,
to go
sock, hop.
faster?
Chop, stop, sock, hop. Chop, sock, hop. Chop, sock, hop. Chop, sock, chop, chop.
Chop, shop,
Chop.
sock, hop. Chop, shop, sock, chop, chop.
Have we appeased ye?
Who?
Chop, shop, sock, hop. Chop,
Rants?
shop, sock, hop.
Chop,
Chop, shop,
sock,
sock,
hop.
hop. Chop,
Chop,
shop, sock, hop.
sock,
Chop,
chop,
shop, sock,
sock,
hop. Chop,
Chop,
sock,
sock,
hop.
sock,
Chop,
hop. Chop,
shop,
sock, hop.
chop, shop.
I feel like I'm
Chop, chop,
talking
sock, hop.
Japanese or Chinese.
Yeah.
Chop, sock, sock, hop. Chop, sock, sock, hop. Chop, sock, sock, hop. Chop, sock, sock. Yeah.
A woodchuck could chuck his mouth.
All right. We'll give that one to Shay
How much wood
because
could
he
a
hasn't
woodchuck
been here.
chuck? Yeah, Shay. Yeah.
All right. Who's going first on number 2?
See. Yeah, I'm gonna try it as soon as I open up. Ready?
All right, go.
Ted fed Fred bread. 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 Ted fed Fred bed. Ted fed Fred. Ted fed Fred bread. Ted fed Fred bed. Ted fed Fred. Ted. Dang.
What?
That's hard.
What?
That's hard.
Okay. Ted fed. I almost said bread. Ted fed Fred bread. Ted fed bread bread. Ted
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 bread.
fed. Ted fed Fred bread. Ted Fred bread. Ted fed Fred bread. Ted. Am I saying Ted fed bread?
Ted fed Fred bread.
Ted Fred.
Oh, three Freds.
I know. Ted fed Fred bread. Ted Fred bread. Ted Fred.
Ted fed Fred bread.
Fred.
Ted fed Fred bread.
Ted fed bread Fred.
Ted fed Fred bread.
Theodore gave food to Frederick of wheat product.
Nice.
Yes, that's what it is.
All right. So, Ted fed Fred. Ted fed Fred bread. See, I won't be able to do. Ted fed Fred bread. 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 Ted fed Fred bread.
Faster.
Ted fed Fred bread. Ted fed Fred bread. Ted fed Fred bread.
Ted fed Fred bread. Ted fed Fred. Oh dang!
Ted-
I just messed up.
Ted
Ted
fed Fred
Ted
bread.
fed Fred bread. Ted Fred.
Why?
Fred,
Why do I
Ted
keep wanting to
fed-
say Ted Fred instead of Ted fed Fred bread? Ted
Well, I
fed
think
Fred
what help
bread.
on this one is
Ted-
like not to even look at it. Just
Ted fed Fred
Ted
bread.
fed Fred
fed
bread. Ted fed Fred bread. Ted fed
that's
Fred
your,
bread.
it's like
Ted
a
fed
sentence,
Fred
like a
bread.
common
Ted-
sentence. Ted
see
fed
if I can do it
Fred
with this one
bread.
too.
Ted fed
Well, that
Fred
one's
bread.
hard because
Ted
Chop
fed
shop
Fred bread.
sock hop chop shop. Oh, it is really
Sock-
hard.
what?
this one's like
easier.
a sentence. So Ted fed Fred bread. It's easier
Ted
to
fed
say.
Fred bread.
Ted Fred fed
It's
bread.
like those things where you see where they're translating, like French. And there are all the words that sound the same in French.
No, I think I know what you're talking about. Where it's like, how do you say this in Spanish? And it's like
They all sound the
a
same.
word. And how do you say this in Spanish? And then like they make a sentence and it's like the same.
It sounds like the
Yeah,
same
I've seen
thing
those
s-
before,
Over
yeah.
and over and over again.
Linguistics.
Yep. All right. I think that'll cover tongue
That was fun.
twisters. That
I
was
never
fun.
do tongue twisters.
All right. Well, now that we have concluded our game of tongue ties, let's go into that good old question of the week. What was y'all's favorite Christmas gift this year, or gift that y'all got over the break?
Shay?
Could I have 2 answers?
You feel free to list
Yes.
out all your gifts that you did get.
So, my friend Kennedy, her mom makes the best, like, holiday cookies. Like, they're not like the really sweet ones, they're like the really savory ones, where it's like a cookie, like, batter dough, but some of them have, it's like a combination. Some of them are like the sugar cookies with the icing, like, you know, like the ones you see on, like, the stores and
Jesus
stuff.
cookies.
Huh?
Jesus cookies.
No, it's like the ones with, like, it's almost like a crackly, hard, like, frosting pitcher on the top.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about? Jesus cookies, right?
The Three
You don't know
Kings
what
bread.
Jesus cookie?
Nuh-uh. Jesus cookies?
It's like a sugar cookie, but with like frosting on the top.
Not the, like, really crumbly soft ones.
Yeah, no, yeah, no.
Yeah, no, not
those are
those.
Jesus cookies.
But she makes those, some pecan cranberry ones, which are really good.
Ooh.
And then my favorite, which it was weird at first and I didn't like them, but I grew to like them. They're a cookie with a orange slice on them. Like,
Orange.
yeah, an orange slice, like peel and all. You bake them so you can eat the peel.
What?
And, like, it tastes good. And then, like, half of it's dipped in, like, in buttercream icing type thing. I'm not sure what type of icing,
An
but
orange and the peel.
yeah, it's like a slice, like
Very
if you were to slice
interesting.
an orange but keep the peel on it, and it's really good. Like, it's
Interesting.
baked, so I guess the bitterness of the peel kind of like bakes out, so where it's like all sweet.
Yeah.
I love those things. And then she gave
Interesting.
me a jar of strawberry and lime jam, like
Ooh.
spread. But strawberry and lime, I never thought would go good together, but it's amazing.
Oh, that stuff sounds.
That
great.
does sound. That does
And
sound
it's like
amazing.
one of the more, like, personal gifts because, you know, they handmade it,
Yeah.
packed it, and all that stuff. So I'd say that was, I look forward to that every year.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I was like, hey, like, you're going home, right? Your mom's making those cookies, right? And I was like, please give
Yeah.
me a box. So I got those. And then a gift to myself was a new headset, which I
Nice.
desperately needed because I was using my Beats headphones for a headset. And while it has good quality, like, it's Beats headphones, so
Yeah.
It's not a good. It's not a gaming headset.
it's not a gaming headset. So, like,
Probably doesn't.
you know
have-
how these wrap around the ear? Like, the Beats headphones sit on top of the ear?
Ugh.
Yeah.
So they're not ideal for, one, someone who wears glasses, and two, someone who, when they do
Games a
play
lot.
games, they play games for, like, you know,
A long
6-7
time. It
hours
hurts
at a
your
time.
ears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it has a built-in mic because the old Beats ones that had
Mhm.
like, you could plug it in and it had like a little clip. You like clip it to your shirt and it had like the mic on
Oh.
that. Which, I mean, again, it worked. It did its job, but the functionality wasn't all the way there.
Yeah, I see
Yep.
that.
And so now I got like a real set of a gaming headset.
Nice.
Good for you.
What about you?
Want to go next? Or?
Me, sure. So a little bit before Christmas, it was me and my girlfriend's 1 year, so we kind of got like early Christmas presents for each other. She got
Nice.
me a really nice Pro controller for the Xbox, and
Ooh.
I've been wanting one of those ever since they came out for years. So I finally got one. Then I got a new headset too. It's very nice. Turtle Beach, and then just a bunch of small stuff like this hoodie. I got my shoes, got some Hayden's, just a bunch of small stuff for the apartment. Nice chest, like a bag, like a nice chest bag.
Oh,
Yeah.
those
Pretty
are
pretty
always
cool.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of small stuff, so a lot of money. Almost enough to pay rent.
That's good.
Well, what was your favorite amongst all your things that you got? What was the favorite? What made you jump for joy?
Well, I don't really like to have a favorite because everyone gave me a different gift, and they're all
which
different
one were
people.
you most excited to have?
Definitely, I was most excited to get the controller because you can definitely feel the difference, like the price difference from holding a normal controller than holding a pro
Does it
controller.
have like the trigger and bumper like on the bottom,
has the
underside?
it has 4 paddles on the back.
Yeah.
And
wow.
I've been trying to get used to it. I'm finally used to it playing with 4. It has
Yeah.
triggers, stops, 3 different levels for trigger stops.
Oh
Mhm.
wow.
You can exchange the stick. You would just pull off the stick.
Yes,
it would
I
magnetic.
love
Take
mine.
another one and put it on.
Does that help with the stick drift?
Did you
or-
change the light on the controller?
I actually didn't know you can do that
Mm-hmm.
until I first got it. I was experimenting, trying to change all the bindings and stuff. My girlfriend also has the same Pro controller. I was like, "Yo, did you know you can change the color?" I sent her video. She goes, "No way! I didn't know you could do
Yeah.
that."
And it like
I-
changes for each setting.
Yeah,
So, like,
I wish I could have a setting where the button like fades colors. You know how like
Oh,
LED
like
lights do.
Yes.
I wish I could do that, but
That would be cool.
yeah, I have like three settings, two for Overwatch, one for Overwatch, one for Destiny, and then one for my girlfriend if she wants to play. She'll just click the button and put it on her setting, and it's like pink. It's a pink color. It's funny.
yeah.
But I think that controller is definitely worth the money, 100%. It's like the controller by itself is 130, but all the accessories with the case is like 50, so it's about 170 for everything. But I think it's 100% worth it if you game a lot. But yeah, that's the best thing.
Yeah,
But
I enjoy it. Mine did start peeling, like at the top, like the rubber started peeling, which I guess is a common thing for the Elite controller. So
you had one? An Elite
I
controller?
have one.
Oh, right now.
Yeah,
Which one? How long have you had it?
for a couple of years.
Oh, okay. I got the new one, the Series 2. So that one's gonna.
I
That
probably
one's
have like
epic.
the older one then.
Yeah. Is yours all black?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got mine's like mainly white, like black accents. It's pretty cool. What about you, Tyler?
I got a couple of things for Christmas this year. Not a whole bunch. One of the cool things I got was a Lazy Susan.
What is that?
So a Lazy Susan is it's a little table like thing that you put on your table. It's small, but you put it on there, and then you put stuff on it, and it rotates.
Okay.
So it just makes it easier to put stuff at your table, and then
So why is it
you
called
know.
a Lazy Susan?
because you don't have to move, and it's like you're lazy. I don't know what. I guess
So
Susan
Susan, your
invented
name
it.
is Susan now?
I
I'm
guess
just kidding, yeah.
Susan invented it. I don't know.
Okay.
But my mom bought one, and then she painted it.
Nice.
And so I have it now, and I really enjoyed
Dope.
that.
Nice.
Mom also got me like a drawing kit, which I'm very
Nice.
excited to learn how to figure out all the differences between the pencil sizes and the different erasers and all that.
Yeah.
But for some,
How much does that matter? Like sizes of erasers and pencils.
really, I think it's the different types of erasers because one type of eraser is just your standard kind of eraser, and then you have another type of eraser that's meant to like get all the spare bits that are kind of around, so it like just picks it all up. Different pencils are good for like the size of the stroke you want or how deep of a color you want. Like for me, I'm pretty heavy-handed, so it's hard for me to do to get the right focus that I want, because you can change the size and stuff and deepness of the colors. Because like if you ever use a pencil, if you just want little light strokes of gray, you just very lightly go across the page. But if you want really dark and heavy lines, you gotta press harder.
Mm-hmm.
So and then the different size pencils make bigger lines.
You seen that dude that makes those photorealistic drawings? The canvas is like massive, probably the size of that window, and the pictures that he draws with pencil only look photorealistic. It's insane. Can you do that?
No, I am still
day,
much a
tomorrow you
beginner. I
can.
need to figure it out though.
You got it.
I'll try. But while I really enjoyed those two things, for some reason I had another gift that was a little more it just excited me.
Yeah.
After I got home from all my long journeys and trips, I got home. I was really tired. I was excited to see my cat, and I saw I had mail.
Mail.
I had mail,
Okay.
and so I was just opening up my mail, and I saw one of them was my from my fraternity, and we did a Secret Santa, and so they got me a gift, and I opened up the box, and I found this inside.
Oh
I found
yeah.
this inside.
Vegeta.
Ooh, look at it. For those that don't know what it is, it's Pochita, which is a devil dog from an anime. And I think the reason why this little stuffed animal just made my day was because I never would have bought it for myself.
Yeah.
I never would have bought it for myself. It's a stupid little purchase, and I don't have the money to buy stupid little things.
But it means a lot.
It's
Good.
It's great. I love it because it's a little stupid little thing, and I
That's
love it.
awesome.
And Chainsaw Man, I've really enjoyed the show this season.
Mm-hmm.
It's over now, so I'm very upset. Can't wait for.
Wait, it's over now?
The season has ended.
Oh, season. When does it
So it'll probably be a year or two before it comes
come
out
out?
with another one.
What? A year?
Yeah, dude, it took so long for them to do this one season
Oh my
because it was
gosh.
they did 3D and 2D mix,
Oh.
and they did so much work into
yeah,
this.
They did.
It was no, but it's phenomenal.
Very nice.
I love the
need to
show
watch
so
it.
much.
I need to watch it.
Yeah, and so they got me Puchita, and now I need to hunt
Nice.
down whoever gave it to me because, gosh, I need to thank them.
Yeah. Is
That-
it gonna be easy to hunt them down?
My fraternity's not that big.
Uh,
And I already have a couple guesses. Not that many know I'm big into anime.
gotcha.
Those are our best kind of gifts, though. Like ones that you wouldn't buy yourself because it's like maybe like that's what for me. I'll see something that I want, but I'm like, oh no,
It's an
I don't really
irresponsible
wanna-
purchase.
yeah, like I don't really want to spend money on that when I have like rent due and lights and stuff that I have to
Yep.
pay for. So it's like you pass and you pass and you pass on it,
Yeah.
and then like someone gives it to you, and you're like, oh,
I've wanted this.
I knew you would find your way home.
Yeah. I've been seeing it on
Small
Amazon and
things
all of
that
these kind
matter.
of places, and
Mhm.
it's just like, I get you.
The small things in life matter just as much as the big things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some car seat covers for like the seats in the car,
Oh yeah.
and that's been something I've been like mentioning over and over again. But then every time I go to get them, like, oh, that's like kind of a lot, not a lot of money, but more than what I would need to spend, like for me to feel happy. So I'm like, I always would pass on it, but then I got some.
Good for you.
I make
Nice
the car
little
look.
gift for to
Yep.
yourself.
I didn't buy them. I was gifted to me.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Indeed. Uh,
It went by too fast though. The whole break. Can't believe I'm
Yeah.
already back here. This
yes.
fast.
Yes. It's Don't get me wrong. I'm happy to be back and at my house and all that kind of stuff, but at the same time, it does.
Yeah, I
feel-
just don't want to go back.
You
to
know,
school.
classes start next week.
Next week,
Next week,
Thursday.
the 12th.
Why on a
Already-
Thursday, bro?
I don't
because
know.
the school system is weird.
You know how confusing it is when it says week 1 in the syllabus, and I'm like, oh, like Monday? No,
No.
Thursday.
Yep.
I already have one of my classes uploaded to Canvas,
too.
and I was like looking at it, putting in the due dates for stuff on my calendar,
Yeah.
and it was like week 3, like all the weeks start on the Thursday, and it's so confusing.
It's
Mm. It's very annoying.
It is definitely an oddity, but I think that no, that's the wrong mouse. That'll just about do it for us today. All right, unfortunately, guys, that's the end of our show. Thank y'all for showing up and being a part of the show. Next week we'll be talking about Apple versus Android. Who will win? A lot of us here are Apple, but we're going to be searching for some new people to bring in to fight for Android. And of course, next week's question of the week is, what is your current go-to show? Mine just ended, so now I got to find something new.
Yeah.
But it's been great talking to you guys, and can't wait to see y'all next week.
See ya.
See ya. See
Bye.
ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.